my return subscribers. God bless you all. My new viewers, you're welcome. If this is your first time of viewing my channel, you're welcome to years.so TV live. Yes, I know you'll be wondering why she's always coming live these days and all that. But please, before I proceed, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and share my videos. And don't forget to comment nicely. Yes. Okay, so somebody said all of Ife's wives, that none of them is up to 50 years, so they can still give birth. And is this comment came as a result of the fact that someone said that Oloronke is 65 years of age, that she can't possibly be pregnant or want to carry a baby at her age. And I was wondering how that is true. I know that as of then, when the Ooni of Ife wanted to marry Oloronke, it was said that she was the oldest of them all, but nobody was actually certain of her age as of then. And yes, the same way they said Olori Mariam was very, very old, that was the same way they said Olori Ronke was the oldest of all the wives of the king. So, but Olori Mariam's own was that we all knew that she was not up to, because they were saying she was like 50 years as then. Oh, I don't know what's going on. This is literally like my third time of coming live. I don't know why it's so foggy, so shabby the video, right? So, but I'm working towards it to set the camera very well. But as of now, I really need to come on live so that I can converse with my fans and all that. My subscribers, sorry, I don't get fans, my subscribers. So I'm working towards it. Beloved, thank you so much for coming around. I'm working towards the video so that it can get better whenever I'm on live. I don't know what is going on, but this is like my fifth time of coming live, and I'm working on it to set it very well so that you can actually see my face properly. Thank you so much for coming live. Okay, so just like I was saying, as of when they came married Olori Mariam, we were hearing just that Olori Mariam was up to 50 years of age, and Olori, according to what this person said, 65 years of age, Olori Ronke, because they said she's the oldest of them all. And I was like, 65 years of age? I don't think so. That's just the age bloggers gave them. But as time goes on, we noticed that Olori Mariam, elder sister, held her birthday party and she was just 50 years of age. But before then, I was telling people that, to my own opinion, there are children or people that looks older than their age, but they're not up to that age, and they're not up to that age. There are people that I know, that there are children that I know that when you look at them, you'll be like, this child is like, looks 13, 14 years of age, 12 years old. Meanwhile, the child is just 7 years of age and all that. So it is their body nature, is their nature, not like they are old. So Olomirian is not that old. So after the sister held her 50th birthday party, we all now understood that, and that was her elder sisters of them. So it was now said that Olomirian was just 35 years of age, and People were just saying a lot. Anyways, we understood that people were saying things out of anger, from place of anger. So we don't blame them. They were saying things from the place of anger. So you don't really blame them for what they were saying. You know, they didn't want anybody to take uh, Queen Naomi away from the king. And all the people that actually made the king fall for them, they are in deep soup, because Queen Naomi's fans, most of Queen Naomi's fans will not leave them anytime soon. So it is totally understandable. So for the aspect of giving birth, the aspect of giving birth now, it cannot be determined. So if they're saying that Oloronke is old, that she won't be able to give birth, I don't know about that. Me, I keep saying that once there is money, there is good medical attention, she can still give birth, except if she has a medical history that the doctor forbids her from taking in or giving birth again. So, but apart from that, she's good to go. But you know how this thing is now. You know how this thing is. Everybody is giving birth. Me too, I want to give birth. That's what's going to happen. Do you understand? That's what is. It is just like a competition, but they won't call it competition. Nobody knows that they are all competing right now until probably later. It's like a trend. Everything, anything anybody does there, and that person will want to do. You understand? So it's going to be like a trend. So even if the Oloronke doesn't want to give birth, hence every other person is giving birth and taking in and giving birth. Even she will try so hard to say no, I won't do this, I won't complicate my life and all that. She will still give birth, but you're not sure of her age, so you cannot say she should not give birth, she should not take in, you know. And I said it that Oloronke cannot be 65 years old of age and look that good. She's looking good, and even if she's 65 years of age, she's still looking good. Like, is it because she's always wearing puba? If that woman dressed the way all the other queens are dressing, probably long gown, fitted gown with long hair, with her light makeup, you will see her beauty. You won't even say she's up to 65 years old. I think it's the boba that she's always putting on. She's always dressing in her ajire. She produces ajire, so she's always dressing in her products, in her ajire, to market her business, and everybody now thinks she's that old. I don't think olori I don't think Oloronke is that old. It's just her dressing that is making her look like she's older than every other person. And you put that, just put it that all of Family is the oldest, and you name her the oldest of them all. You're not even sure of her age. You're not even sure of her age, so she cannot be the oldest of them all. And Oloronke she's a beautiful woman. I mean, the only thing you can all do for her is to pray for her to deliver safely. Well, is to deliver safely, and of course, to deliver safely. I like the fact that she's doing her thing, and she no send anybody. It's going to be like a this thing. It's going to be like a trend in the palace. Everybody wants to give birth. Everybody is going to give birth. Once once this person gave birth, and that person want to give birth, and that person want to give birth, everybody want to give their birth to their own child. And if they are giving, no, these days now you can pick the gender. Once there is money, you can pick gender, except for people that are not enlightened. You can go to the hospital and tell the doctor, I want to conceive I want a baby girl or a baby boy, it is possible to do that. So you can as well choose gender. So it's just for you to get a good doctor that does that in any state, in any country where you are, and meet them. So because I was going to say, if in the process of trying to give birth and give birth to a princess, of course a daughter is a daughter. Me, I'm a female child. A female child is what it's for. You still can, you feel like I still need a prince for my king. Do you understand? So you can actually pick gender now in hospitals for people that wants to give birth. So Oloronke has actually taken over the Oloronke has actually taken over the she has actually taken over the duties of the palace, because her co-wives are pregnant and they are nursing mothers. So she has taken over a lot. She has a lot of responsibilities right now to handle. So it's not really easy for her. It's not really easy for her. She's taking over a lot of responsibilities, like from the rituals that Olori Ashley performs, because Olarachi is a mother now. She's a nursing mother now, so she can't really do much. Oronke has taken over um, from Olori Marian as well, because Olori Marian is heavily pregnant. Olori Elizabeth is not around. Olori Toby is pregnant. Olori Toby is a nursing mother too, but I think she's still performing her responsibilities. She's still performing her responsibilities even with her children. So that's really, really fun to see that they are all there for each other. Yes, they are doing well. They are all there for each other. They want to assist each other. They are there to help each other. So there's no issue in the palace that you can actually say there's an issue in the palace and they are all fighting each other over nothing. They are not. And there won't be an issue in the palace. These are matured women. They know what they want. They know what they're doing. Aww. I'm checking out some things. I'm checking out what some people is making. Some people are making some comments, and yes, that's what I'm really checking up. There's a divided attention, so that is it. So I heard Olori actually is yet to come back, and people are saying that Olori Toby is always everywhere. She wants to do everything. She doesn't want to rest and all that. Childbirth comes with different stuff. Some people can deliver and they won't have the strength to even stand up to do things. And some people can deliver that same day and you see that they are so energetic. They want to cook. They want to, like, the energy is like over the moon. I think that's the kind of person Olori Toby is. She's a very strong woman. And yes, so she's energetic, and even though her kids are not are they even up to 5 months? They're not even up to 4 months. Yes, but she has the energy, she has the strength and all that. So a lot of you that are saying that Oloritobi wants to be everywhere, she wants to be seen everywhere, she wants to be with the king everywhere and all that, like she just want to, I mean, it's the same way that you people capture Queen Naomi when she was there, the same way you capture Queen Rura, the same way you capture Olori Ashley, the same way you capture Olori Marian. That is the way you are capturing Olori Toby. I don't know why her own is peppering a lot of people. I don't know why a lot of people are not finding it, uh, finding it, uh, it's not, they're not finding it funny. So I am so happy they are all together. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. This is what I was looking for. I found it. So I see comments like people where Olori Queen Naomi went for her husband's occasion, and somebody said, and you know the part where Queen Naomi allowed Prince Tade to go and greet his dad, and Prince Tade was greeting his dad, and the dad was his dad was spraying him money, and somebody now brought back for the king to put the money. He didn't spray the money though, he was giving the money to the prince, and the prince could not carry the money, and somebody now brought back for the prince to uh carry the money. Some people are so filled with evil thoughts. Somebody said, Naomi, please keep eyes on your son. Oh. The Oloris are Mamala wolves. No weapon fashioned against Tandeniko, it shall not prosper. Nothing from the enemies will hurt him in Jesus' name. I was like, and she got like 688 likes. Like, oh my goodness, God. Um, well, and somebody replied, this shows the type of person you are, a fetish and a paranoid entity. Do you expect the KBC to stay single since all of you motivational speakers have done your worst? God is above all. Like the hate is still going on. Okay. The hate is still going on, and people are not really, they are not really finding it funny. Do you understand? And this hate cannot be stopped anytime soon. Because, I mean, why would somebody say that the Queen Naomi should guard her son, the prince, jealously, that all the other queens are Mamala wolves? I would even think that somebody will harm the prince, even in the presence of his father. No, 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 no. This is too much. I'm telling you that from a place of hate, it is just too much. And another person wrote, first of all, ma, don't judge anybody. She might even be worse than them. Secondly, a first-class Oba in this Nigeria can do away from traditional stuff. And Naomi being an evangelist, why did she, okay, can't do away from traditional stuff, and Naomi, being an evangelist, why did she get married to the king? Not just ordinary king, first class king. Haba, try and reason well before uttering any awful statements about anyone. What if they are in the comment section now and they now get you arrested? You will say, wow, want olama. You see what I'm saying? That we should learn to move on. The people you are fighting for, they will still resolve their differences. Queen Naomi is no longer a child. She knows how to cater for her son very well. And nobody is interested in killing anybody. I mean, and nobody is interested in harming anybody. Let me not even use killing, harming anybody. So all these comments are not... Somebody said their hearts are even more pure than your own hearts. I don't see These are comments that I'm reading from a post someone made. Yes, somebody said, see, people that were raised in harmony. Somebody said, there is nothing they can do to the prince. Are you not even happy seeing them together? My prayer is God will resolve this dispute. Then Equals mom remain on his wife. Please advise us. Allow her to be. She is not the only prophetess that her husband married other wife or married other wives. Moreover, she also prayed for Kabiyesi that there shall be numerous wives and children and other blessings in the palace. And God answered her speedily. So please allow her. Yes, and Queen Naomi came with a good heart and she knows what she was entering into. So all these ones that were saying, oh, she has not even come out to say what the issue is. That's what I kept saying. And for people that said that Queen Naomi should guard her son very well, the other queens might harm her and harm him and all that. I just pray that they get healed, in their hearts. They get healed in their heart and allow this love to thrive, because I can, like, their unity is their unity is more important than all these unnecessary talks. Yes, Jenny Life in Canada. Hi, thank you for joining my life. And yes, she's always the first person to join my life. And today, I guess she was a little bit busy, so because of cold, cold do not allow you to join me on time. Thank you so much for coming on live. So I was talking about, in case you missed out, I spoke about, uh, I'm bringing comments, people's comments. I spoke about people that said that Olori Ronke is not up to 50 years of age, and none of the wives of Ooni of Ife have up to 50 years of age, so they can actually give birth if they want to. You understand? Because people are saying that Oloronke is up to 65 years old, that she cannot conceive, she cannot give birth now. Not that she cannot conceive, it is very, very risky for her health. And me, I was saying, even if she's up to 100 years, hence there is money, there is a will, and of course they have good doctors. Nothing is impossible as long as you think of it. Do you understand? So, but for me, I don't know her age yet, because she's always wearing her produce, the adire, boba. She's always dressing maturely and all that, so you can't really say this is her age. And of course, if she's like, she wants to wear wig, gown and all that, maybe then you can say, she's really beautiful, she's not up to the age you're speaking of and all that. But it is her own decision, it is her husband's decision, and we don't have a say in a married woman's affair. So I just wish them more blessings, whatever they pray for. That's me. If they want kids, yes, of course, that will be more gist for us to gist about this prince, gist about this prince, of course, in a good way. So if they are bringing in more kids for the palace, that's fine. So, but note it that the king is not forcing anybody to take in, and but it's going to be like a normal trend in the palace, that okay, this person just gave birth, me too, I want to give birth. It's going to be like they will start competing without knowing that they are competing. That's normal in a polygamous home. So it's normal. So, but whatever they choose to do is none of your business. They are all adults and responsible for their lives. So, and another topic I just jumped into is about Queen Naomi. When they had this event that Prince Tade went to dance with his dad, and his dad was giving him money. Of course, Prince Tade got a lot of money in that event, you know, and the dad was giving him bundle of money, and somebody helped to bring bag for the dad to put the money, and they gave the bag to Prince Tade. That was a beautiful moment to watch, and Prince Tade now carried his bag. Queen Naomi was by the side too, in the same line with her sister. They were looking at Prince Tade, and Prince Tade had so much fun, made so much money. And somebody in this place, it was a video that was posted, and somebody made a comment. In case you missed out, that's why I'm repeating what I said. Somebody said, Naomi, please keep eyes on your son. Oh, the Oloris are Mamala wolves. No weapon fashioned against Prince Tandelipo shall prosper. Nothing from the enemies will hurt him in Jesus' mighty name. And the person that made the comment had like 688 likes, both likes, people laughing and people with angry simile faces. So, and people's response were, somebody else replied, the person that made this comment, and said, this shows the type of person you are, a fetish and paranoid entity. Do you expect the KBC to stay single? All of you motivational speakers. He twisted it from motivational speakers to motivational speakers. Have done your worst. God is above all. I mean, and he also got 177 likes, love, and laughter. You know, so, and a lot of people commented. Another person said, first of all, ma, don't judge anybody. She might even be worse than them. Secondly, a first class Oba in this Nigeria can't do away from traditional stuff. And Naomi being an evangelist, why did she get married to the king? Not just ordinary king, first class king. Haba, try and reason well before uttering any awful statements about anyone. What if they are in the comment section now and they now get you arrested? You will say, won't it? Oh, you not spoke Yoruba and all that. But you see what I'm saying? This hate will be difficult to be erased from a lot of people's minds. You know, they will not feel like everything is now like a competition, and they keep saying it. And they'll say Queen Naomi is having issues with a lot of people, and the way people are twisting this, that's why I keep saying let this thing stop before it gets out of hand. You know, the Queen Naomi has resolved her differences with her husband. It is getting out of hand in the sense that very soon now, I know they've been saying it for a while, but I refuse to mention it. They will feel like the wives will be looking forward to harm the prince and all that. This is what polygamy does. Do you understand? And people that are not happy that the king married a lot of women now, people that are not happy that they took over from Queen Naomi, people that are trying to fight for Queen Naomi, people that are fighting for other wives and all that. So that's why I feel like they should all spread love instead of all these hate comments. You know, you all should be happy that Queen Naomi has resolved her differences with the king and she's back with the king. And somebody else said, even if they are, their heart is purer than yours. What you don't know, senior you, even Tade is a babalawo. Even Tade is a babalawo. How is Prince Tade a babalawo too? God. This is getting out of hand and I don't really like it. Somebody said, having read your comments, we know what you can do. It shows who you are. If you happen to be one of the Oloris or you are one of the wives in a polygamous marriage, what you will do to other children is what you wrote in your comment. By their fruits we shall know them. You see, this is what polygamous home brings, but I am sure before Ooni settled down, he didn't go for people like this with evil mind, people that are thinking of a way of bringing down their fellow woman down. And he brought in career women, people that are busy, because once you're busy, you're there for love. You won't want to dent your hand, you won't want to nurse hate in your heart. You know, you're always happy. You know, whether the king gives you or he doesn't give you, you're happy. And but you know that the king is a first class king, he's a very wealthy king, so there's no how his wealth will not be distributed. I'm sorry to talk about the late Alaafin of Oyo. Even in his death, when he died, all his wives that were beside him before he dismissed got houses. He built houses for all of them, which they gave to them one after the other, and they still love him till death. Do you understand? And not like anybody's praying for anybody's dismiss now, but as a first class king, you know that the king is not an ordinary king. He has money, there's wealth to be distributed to everybody. So there's no need of breeding hate, there's no need of saying, um, this person is going to harm this person's child, this person is going to harm this person. I feel like if people should allow the prince to even be more closer to his father. I keep saying it, and I'll keep repeating myself. Allow the prince to be closer to his father, to learn the culture and tradition of his people. It will benefit him more. It will benefit him more. Not like the throne is hereditary. You cannot inherit the throne, but you can fight to be on the same throne as your father when your time comes. As your father did when your time comes. Yes. So that is how this throne is. So if the king, if the prince goes close to his father from this age, he will learn a lot about his people. You understand? It will help him in the future to be able to defend himself, defend his father's throne, and say why he is the best candidate to sit on the same throne that his father sat on. So instead of telling Queen Naomi, don't allow your child to go close to his father because of the other women in his life, do they even look like they care? They are all self-made women. They are all Babalawo, and they didn't kill anybody to take over the king. No, it is the king that wants to marry them. So it is his own decision. So he made his decision, and they all, if he doesn't want to marry them, there's nothing that they will do to him to push him. So you that is making such comments, I mean, it's not really nice. Okay, somebody made the best comments that I like. The person wrote, there is nothing they can do to that boy. That's Prince Tadeniwo. Are you not even happy seeing them together? My prayer is God will resolve this dispute. Tadeniwo's mom remains on his wife. Of course, I say it. When Naomi remains on his wife, whether you like it or not. Please advise us, allow her to be. She's not the only prophetess that her husband married other wives. Moreover, she also prayed for Kabesi that there shall be numerous wives and children and other blessings in the palace, and God answered her speedily. So please allow her, Please allow her. And somebody said, happy seeing them together. I'm in Pastor Jerry's church in Abuja. We pray for Naomi all the time. All the time, people pray for Queen Naomi. Even me too, I pray for her to resolve her differences with her husband. Before a woman decides to leave her marriage, it is really, really difficult. And no woman wants to be identified as, no well-raised woman, Nigerian woman, African woman, we want to be identified as a divorcee or a divorced woman. A divorcee, Abi, is the English correct? Sure, you know what I'm trying to explain to you. So, like, to be addressed as she was once married and now divorced. Do you understand? That's what I'm trying to say. Nobody, no family will be happy about that. In an issue like the king and Queen Naomi's own that can be resolved, why not pray for them to resolve their differences, and come back together? Because even other churches, even people pray for them. So why not pray for them? Because that's what I keep telling you. You that is, because the hate, this hate, if you don't nurture this, if you don't handle this hate very well, it will breed to something else. And even the scripture says, what you don't want to see. No, what you don't want, let your eyes don't see it. If your hand will put you into trouble, cut it off. So if you don't want her to be in pains, in a bad place, please don't even speak it with your mouth. Only pray for her. I used to tell people to always pray for her. And somebody said, is this coming out from a mother? If they are Mamalawos, she that also married into their family is also an Oba, Mamalawo, Obanje. Your talk no sweet, mommy. Before you make comments, as Queen Naomi's fan, please be reasonable. Because the way you are making comments, the things you say, you're dragging Queen Naomi into it. And I keep telling you people, she's not a violent person. She's a very humble person, and she just wants to serve God, but she doesn't want to get too involved with anything that concerns royalty palace, not royalty palace. So don't make it look like, because the more you do other things, you make it look like she's having issues with any of the queens. She doesn't have any issues with any of the women in the palace. If Queen Naomi is having any issue, it is with the man in her life, not with the women, not with the Oloris. She doesn't have any issues with the Oloris. If the king didn't want to marry them, he wouldn't have married them. But it is his own decision. So if she has any resent at all in her heart, it should be for the king and not for the women in their lives. So you're saying that Queen Naomi should hold on to Prince Tade very well, that she should be very careful with Prince Tade, that the women there are mamalawos. Be like, is this coming from a mother or a Christian? Doesn't really make sense. And nobody will harm the prince. I'm sure before the king married them, they must have gone through all these processes, because he doesn't want stress, he doesn't want problem. If there's anything that's going to bring down the king, he's going to bring from his house. So before he must have made such decision, they must have gone through rituals and upon rituals to make sure that nobody even nurses any evil against his or against her co-wife. So let us even forget about that and pray for the pray for Queen Naomi. We all know how polygamy is. I'm sure that people are always scared because of what happened to them or what they saw, what they passed through. I understand them, but in the issue of the king and Queen Naomi and his other wives, it's not so. Because if you don't have money and you want to enter a polygamous home, and you want a polygamous home, you want to have so many wives, that is where issues come in. These women are so busy, they don't even have time. Do you understand? Nobody is saying I want the king to love me more. Nobody is saying I want to go out with the king more. It is only fans that are making it look like the king, they are having uh um they're having they are struggling and all that. So but I trust the king and the wives, they won't allow people make them look that way. you know the king goes out with any woman, any of his wife that he wants to go out with, and if he's not disposed, he sends them to go and represent him. They are not struggling, they are not battling to be seen with the king. They are all identified as the king's wife, as the olori. Anywhere you see them, you know them that this is the king's wife. So whether she's with the king for an outing or without the king, if she comes to your house, you recognize her as a queen, as olori, on your Ife's wife. So there's no need for that which you are thinking. The king is not a poor man. So uh if Saned Moko can do it with his other wives and his kids, the king can also do it with his wives. So somebody said her attention was on her son. Polygamy is rough, and those Olori smiling on the outside are beefing each other on the inside. Glad she decided not to participate in the madness going on at the palace. You see what I'm saying? People still feels like people still feels like she has to be very very careful when it comes with Prince Tade, that the queens were not genuinely happy with Prince Tade having fun with his dad at the occasion, which is really really crazy to listen to. And somebody says nothing can happen to Tade except from God. Do you know what they do when he was born? Naomi married Kabiyesi and she wants to monopolize Kabiyesi. Once you're married Oba, not ordinary Oba, you must be ready for polygamy. Some of the wife has been coming to palace even before she got to the palace, and when she was in the palace. You see what I'm saying, what I was saying? So you cannot say that Queen Naomi was, or her family were naive enough not to know what it entails to marry a king. She already knew what she was getting herself into. So uh, let us not make it look like she didn't know that the king was going to marry other wives. Somebody said that she also prayed for the king to have wives, many wives, and many children when they were married. Yes, So she knew what she was entering into. So let's not make it like, what do I call it now? A pity game. Let's not pity her. Let's not make it a pity thing like, oh, she didn't know what she was getting into. She knew what she was getting into. She must have seen what she was getting into. She is a prophetess, and Ooni of Ife is a traditionalist. So she knew what she was getting into. The only thing you have to do is, because she went there, because that was why I said, for some people that used to say that when Naomi went to the palace to deceive the king, to seduce the king, I said no. This was love at first sight, because as love is the only thing that can hold a woman so tight that even if she's suffering, she will never leave that place because she loves you. So love was what made Queen Naomi to marry the king, not all this stuff you people are saying. She really loves the king. Queen Naomi really, really loved the king, and I'm sure the king really loves her too. And that was why she married him. Not that she was so naive enough not to know that the king will marry other women after her. No. And of course, even before as she was going to the palace to pray with the king, to give him prophecies, I'm sure she was seeing other women. Olori actually coming to the palace to greet the king, to perform rituals. She was seeing Olori Toby coming. You saw Olori Toby's pictures. Olori Toby too was coming as a beauty queen from Lagos to visit the king as the king number one fan. Oloronke was coming into with the business idea of African Fashion Week, and I'm just giving you, as Queen Naomi was coming, so were other women in the palace coming too. uh, Olori Temitope will be coming as Ijebu princess to pay homage to a fellow royalty. Olori Elizabeth, I don't know how they met, probably outside country. She too, she will be coming as a doctor in Ireland, abi Scotland. She'll be coming to. Olori, who else is there that I've not mentioned? I've mentioned Olori Toby, Olori Ashley, Olori Marian. They said her friend introduced her to the king. She'll be coming as a friend to the king, bringing business proposal, because they all have one thing or the other that brought them to the palace. I'm sure that Queen Naomi saw them too. So let's not play pity party and forget the necessities or misjudge whatever it is. I've never misjudged any one of them. I just say that whatever happened, they all saw it coming, and it is your emotional intelligence that matters, the way you handle issues. You choose to calm down and hold on and watch what is happening, and and the way you choose to react matter. So Queen Naomi couldn't hold it. She reacted the best way she knows how to react, but at the same time I applaud her for not saying too much on the internet. She just left for her own peace, and yes, that is why she has the face to still come back to the palace if she wants to. That is an intelligent woman as well. So, and another comment that somebody made here, the person said, Adewumi said, those of you shouting, why did Naomi leave Kabiyesi? Let me tell you guys about what Kadara Kadara deities. I don't know. And Akosale. What is written? It's written that Naomi will be the first woman to give Kabiyesi his first son. She came and married Kabiyesi to fulfill the mission the universe sent her to accomplish in Kabiyesi life, and she left. Just like when someone comes into your life to let you acquire some dream in life, then they leave. That's their purpose in your life. That's their purpose in your life in that short period of time, and they won't stay with you forever. Exactly Naomi's journey in Kabiyesi's life. The person said, just a spiritual thought. Yes, I agree with her. Just like people who used to say, Queen Naomi is a prophetess. She says she's a prophetess. The people said that a lot. Queen Naomi says she's a prophetess. Why didn't she stay? That the Lord sent her. La la la. So she was a fake prophetess. The Lord didn't send her and all that. Why did she go to the palace in the first place and lie to the king that the Lord sent her? And if the Lord sent you, why did she leave her marriage? For me, as of then, I was like, if the Lord sent you to go and fulfill a purpose in somebody's life, and he feels like that place is no longer uh, conducive for you, you as a mortal, you cannot handle it, he will remove you because he loves you. Do you understand? So if you're saying she's a fake prophetess, how come some people, some men of God, that they've served God, they pray for people and people get healed. They pray for people and the people that died are raised from the dead. How come they cannot, and they lose their child? How come they could not raise their own child from the dead? A doctor cannot heal himself. So, in essence, what I'm trying to say, this justifies the fact that when Queen Naomi said that the Lord sent her to the king to make his life colorful, to give birth to a son for him, a male child for him, and all that. Even when she left, people were criticizing. I was like, did she fulfill the purpose or not? Of course, she fulfilled her purpose when she was there. She was the first person to give birth to a male child for the king, and of course the king was always happy when she was around. He was always smiling, not that he's not smiling now, but you see genuine laughter in all their outings. You see the happiness. There was much, not that this, I'm saying that she actually fulfilled the purpose of her going to the palace in the first place. So that doesn't make her a fake prophetess, because a lot of people said a lot as of that time and all that. So to me, I feel like I concur with this person because I've been saying it for a long time. And so that's what I'm saying. But I know that her visit to Kabesi with her son, honoring Kabesi's invitation, will bring up a lot of issues, a lot of talk from people that are not happy that she went, for people that are not happy that she went for it, that still want her to be separated from her husband. Somebody said, Ooni of Ife still loves Naomi. If a man loves a woman, it will show on the child. You can see how happy King is when Naomi, to the love, is still there. She's busy looking at King and her son from afar, without her sister that like doing shakara and show off. These people, people like wahala. Somebody said it is that her sister that spoiled Queen Naomi's marriage, the sister and the mother that cobalized her marriage. Anyways, this is a gist for another time, because if I keep reading everything I'm seeing here, we will not sign out today. So there's a lot to talk about here, but I'll leave it for another day. Somebody said, you better learn from her. They misled her and she's regretting it. The king has moved on. I pray you and I won't make decisions that shall regret. She came to ridicule herself. Someone that used to be beside the king, now she's looking from afar off. Happiness isn't how you look, it is in the heart. Call a spade a spade. Now the king has a lot of sons and more coming. He is just trying to play with the son, and you will see that it's a forceful playing. The boy doesn't even recognize him as his father. Where is her mother now? Use her case to learn a lesson. Those that say you should leave your marriage will mock you when you leave. You publicly denounce your marriage with the king. Now you came for his own celebration. She doesn't even have a good advisor. You better don't insult me and learn good lessons from the issue. Nobody is indispensable and irreplaceable. Can't you see that nobody from the king's family went to greet her? Hey, people! People will always talk. Somebody said, do what makes you happy. The world will adjust. Queen Naomi, if reconciling with your husband makes you happy, continue doing it. The world will adjust. People will always say what they want to say, and that is it. This is, well, I will not finish all the stuff that I'm seeing online today. I will not finish all the stuff that I'm hearing today, all the stuff that I'm saying today. But we will revisit this issue maybe tomorrow or any other time when I come online, because there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. I will revisit this issue and tell you why Kwenomi should not listen to you people, online people. Let her do what makes her happy. You know, let her do what makes her happy. She's a very beautiful woman. And you think if she decides to remarry again, she cannot remarry. She's a very beautiful woman. So if she decides to go back to her husband, it's because she still loves her husband and her husband still loves her. So people should stop all these unnecessary talks and encourage her, pray for her. Jesus, you people are you people are something else. Ah, people are something else. Okay, so guys, thank you all so very much for coming around, for joining my life. I really appreciate you all. Really, I really appreciate you all. I'm thankful that a lot of you came to join me on this live, and I have a lot I want to read out, and I have a lot I want to say about why Kwenomi should not listen to people and what people have been saying so far, and we can still talk about it. And well, we will talk about it some other time. I've really spoken a lot today, and I'm almost close to 1 hour. Jesus, I'm almost close to 1 hour. My mouth is paining me. There's a lot to say. Ah, and I'm happy the king got to spend time with his son. And Priest Ade is there to collect money. Priest Ade wants to collect his father's money. Please, you people should be happy for them and pray for them. That's the only thing I can say. Thank you so very much for always coming around, for viewing my channel. Please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, do well to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and share my videos. And don't forget to comment nicely. I have a lot of topics I want to bring up here. I have a lot of topics I want to bring up here. And I have a lot of topics I want to bring up here. Like a lot. There are a lot. A lot. And hopefully, I hope we'll all talk about it and reason with me about it. So, this is Royalty Gist. Maybe I should change this channel to Royalty Gist, because all the gist I'm always bringing here is about royalty, the king, his wives, of course in a good manner. I used to bring other royalties to this channel, like Oba Elegushi, other kings, Yoruba kings mostly. But I've not been really very, very active. But this life makes it more easier for me to talk about a lot of things. So please help me and be joining me on live anytime I come on live. I don't know how to set the notification yet. I don't know if there's any notification for you people that I'm on live, so that you can join me. So I have a lot to discuss about royalties and all that. So please always come and join me on my life. And wait, so you people that said that Oloronke is 65 years old, are you saying that Oloronke is older than the king? In fact, that is another gist that we'll talk about, because you people are doing too much on this app. Bloggers, you're doing too much on this app. Because I can remember vividly that Ooni of Ife just celebrated his 50th birthday, which the what is it called, the governor, Mr. Adeleke, one of the governors, was his very good friend, he was actually present there to cut the cake with him, his 50th birthday. So you're saying that Oloronke is older than people do too much in this app. Well, I have a lot of things I want to talk about that I don't want to do that on. I just don't want to post the videos. I don't want to post just the gist. I want to come on live so that we'll talk about it. If you have anything that you want to say, say it. Because you are saying that Oloronke is 65 years of age. So you're saying that she's older than Ooni of Ife. So, well, that is a gist for another day. I might come back on live today if I'm less busy, because I have a lot I want to do today. But if I'm not, I will still come back on live today, so that we will address, we need to address so many issues. But I feel like just dropping a gist for you people is not enough. It's not enough. So it's not really enough. So I'll be coming on live. Life makes it more easier for me. So to converse with you people, to drop a lot of gist, and that is it. So most of you that are saying that Oloronke is up to 65 years of age, she cannot possibly give birth, and some of you that said she's not even up to 50 years of age. The ones that said she's not even up to 50 years of age, you are probably right, because the king just celebrated his 50th birthday, and if you're looking at it, it will just be more, maybe 50, 51. So I say that he married an older woman. That we cannot that we cannot. You know how African men are. It is not possible. So Oloronke still have chances of giving birth if she wants to. Nobody is forcing anybody there if she wants to. So thank you all so very much for always coming around, for viewing my channel, for your love, your support. I really appreciate you all. I really appreciate you all. God bless you all for coming around, for joining my life. To most of you, what I'm saying might not uh, concern you. You might not understand what I'm trying to say. I'm talking about Ooni of Ife. He is a Nigerian king, a first class king in Nigeria, and he is royalty. So the Ooni of Ife is a first class king in Nigeria and he's royalty. And of course, when we mean first class king in Nigeria, he's one person that a lot of people pay homage to once they want to do anything in Nigeria. You know, especially he's a Yoruba king, yes. So, and he's been having a lot of issues in his marriage lately, and people started talking about it a lot, and bloggers started carrying it, especially when he came to limelight when he married a prophetess, Queen Naomi. In case you're hearing me talking about Queen Naomi, and people were wondering what is a prophetess doing with a traditional king, because he's a real traditionalist. You know, he is a real traditionalist. When I talk about traditionalist, you know that he likes abusing the land, the gods. You know how that is, what I'm trying to say. So he's the one we're always talking about. In case you're not from this part of the country, so you know. And recently he married these 7 beautiful women in his life, and not before his other wife left with Naomi as a result of their issue, which is yet to be known, or probably you will never hear about what happened, transpired between them, because I'm sure Queen Naomi knows better. Now people are talking about his marriages to these women and so many things that comes with polygamous home. So that is what I usually bring to this place, royalty. And yes, the issue today that I actually addressed was the age of Olori, his last wife, Olori Ronke. You know, most people say that she's trying to give birth, and they're saying that her age is up to 65 years of age, and she cannot possibly want to take in. And some people are saying that she's not even up to 50 years of age. Why are people saying that she cannot get pregnant? And to confirm what the people that said she's not even up to 50 years of age, Ooni of Ife, the king, her husband, just celebrated his 50th birthday. I'm sure he's nothing less than or more than 51 or 52 years of age. So how possible is it that Oloronke is older than, much more older than 10 years, 15 years older than her husband? So that is what I was actually talking about today. We're actually trying to address. And of course, from there, I diverted to what people said about his other wife, Olori Queen Naomi, when she allowed her son to go play with his dad during the occasion that her husband invited her to. And of course, a lot of people were saying a lot of things from our fans, saying a lot of things about the other women in Ooni of Ife's life. We also address that in case you missed that part. So thank you all so very much for always coming around. So I have a lot of things I want to say, I want to address, but that will be for later because my mouth is already paining me. To speak for almost 1 hour is not a day job. So, but I think I prefer it this way. Like I feel like I'm conversing with you people directly, and I enjoy it a lot. So thank you all so very much for always coming around for viewing my channel. Please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and share my videos, and don't forget to comment nicely. Have a blessed day. Bye.